Hello, greetings from the Watershed Nursery. Today we're putting together a video to show you our new and improved way of cleaning our containers. So one of the most important best management practices for producing clean plants is starting with a clean container. And you could buy clean containers each time, but that would mean that all of this would be going to landfill, which is contrary to the principles and ideals of our business. So we have now figured out a way to do a steam treatment to sterilize our containers so that we can reuse. So the way that it starts, we have customers who will return containers that are from us only to the nursery. They get staged here outside of any of our production area. And then we have two ways that they get pre-cleaned depending on what kind of container they are. So for things that come in trays like this, which are the often common restoration containers, that you get nice deep roots to the shoots, we have them power washed before they go into the steam treatment process. So this is Argelio. Hola Argelio.
Hola.
Nosotros hacemos un video.
Perdón.
Un video por la website.
Oh.
So Argelio is our prime power washer, and he'll sandwich the containers in between these wire meshes that'll hold them in place. And then he can power wash them top, bottom, and all the sides, which is very loud, which is why he's got his earmuffs on for protection there. If it's not in containers, it's some container that can't go within the wire sandwich here, then Isabel and Katya do a hand scrubbing on them with soapy water in the pools. So all of the containers that don't go inside of trays and things like that get pre-washed with the soapy water scrub here. And then once everything's got their pre-washing, they're going to go into the steaming stage, which Kai is going to explain to you now. And here's Kai.
So, once we finished our initial washing that Diana just told us about, we will proceed to our heat treatment, which is the final step in ensuring we have pathogen-free, phytophthora-free containers. So to do that, we're going to create a steam bubble with our steam generator. This is our hefty red steam generator, and to use it, we have a large tarp that we place all of our containers into a grid according to their size, according to their the kind of containers they are. Once we have them arranged on our tarp, we place probes to track the heat temperatures. It's important because our temperatures need to be up to 140 in order to kill phytophthora pathogens, but it's just as important to stay below 180 because we will melt our plastic containers above those temperatures, the heat resistant tarp. So if we walk over here, you can see the probes we use to track our temperatures, which are placed before we begin the steaming. They are attached to trackers in order for us to see the temperatures they're at. Here's an example. 3 of them are above 140, which is where we need to be, and this one isn't quite there at 112, but during the process we'll get there. And once they're up to 140 and below 180, we set a timer. Studies have shown that 30 minutes is sufficient to kill off phytophthora pathogens. We often do up to 40 minutes just to...
This is a set of containers that Kai has already cooked. So now we're going to stop the video for a minute, and then we'll come back and do we're going to remove the sandbags that are sealing the edges, and then we'll come back with the video and show you the unveiling.
So at the end of our steam, we're ready to reveal our containers. that have just cooked for at minimum 30 minutes. And as you can see, the steam, residual steam ready to come out. And after we're done steaming, we want to make sure we're keeping this a sterilized area. So you notice we have our chemical foot bath here, which we're going to use after steaming. Anyone going in and out should be stepping on the foot bath so it remains a sterilized area, because we got our clean pots now. We don't want to go backwards on any of the work we just did. So I'm going to pull back the tarp now, and you're going to see our sterilized containers.
And that steam is it's hot, so it's very important at this stage to be careful. It's definitely could burn you. The amount of steam that's on there, woo, could burn you. So Kai is being mindful and keeping himself at a safe distance. And there they are, steaming away.
And this is our final product. Ready to be stored and planted in.
And we can see all the probes that are distributed throughout. How many probes did we do today, Kai?
We did 8 probes today, which is the most we can do with our 2 trackers. And to the best of our ability, we spread them out through the pile to get a fair distribution of where the heat is, and so each part of the pile is reaching the necessary temp. So we got 1 over here in the corner, another in this corner, 2 in the middle, 2 up front, and then wherever else there seems to be gaps. And we got them low, we got them high, because we want to really make sure it's as uniform as possible and as representative of the general heated areas of each part of the tarp.
All right. Very cool.
Yeah.
Hey, and as Kai said, now we're ready to plant plants within these clean, sterilized containers. Thank you. Thanks, Kai.